Thank you for being with us on a glorious day in WCAC football 2025. St. John's, home of the Cadets, playing host to St. Michael, the Archangel. WCAC football action Saturday afternoon. It all starts now.
What a play, play after play after play.
And there it is. And she is taking over.
Love that.
He's got a lot of room to run.
The greatest conference in the country is showing out tonight, gentlemen.
Wow.
Home run.
That's number one on SportsCenter right there.
Daquan Davis into the paint, and he puts it in for a 2-point lead. Your WCAC champions. Curtis, lead us off in the anthem and prayer. On behalf of First Amendment Sports, I want to welcome everybody to Military Road, home of the St. John's Cadets. I'm Kim Meringolo. He's Kevin Ricca.
It's a perfect day to watch some football here in Northwest Washington, D.C., and I'm looking forward to this Cadets-Warriors matchup, Ken.
Cadets and Warriors in the house. The leaves aren't yet turning there, Kevin, on the backside of the stadium, but that'll be happening soon enough, and we'll be on hand for it. But in the meantime, I hope you're okay with 80-plus degrees, sunny, just a little bit of breeze.
And not a cloud in the sky.
Not a cloud in the sky. Flag waving a little bit. Here come the Cadets.
Oh, the Scarlet on Scarlet looking good today. You let them use your smoke machine as well, which was very nice of you, Ken.
Well, you know, it's beginning of October still, so I don't need it just quite yet.
Well, as long as we're talking dates, November 1st, when the Cadets host the McNamara Mustangs here on campus, that's when you will see your leaves have turned.
Yes. Yeah, we're just a couple weeks away from WCAC activity, and we'll send the captains out to the middle of the field. I can see the color guard getting ready down here in the corner. Let's talk a little bit about this home team. We find ourselves in the middle of a season under a new coach, new coaching staff, but same leadership in terms of pads and helmet. Number 44 leads them, but we talk about these big offensive linemen out there, 71 and 77, Jordan Harrison, Adrian Hamilton, and then the incredibly gifted senior wide receiver Drew Williams heading out there. We sat with these guys in the beginning of the season, preseason. We saw how this team is led from its ranks, and these are the guys who are doing it.
Yeah, the senior leadership has been fantastic. In fact, I got the opportunity to say that to Ty Williams and Lisa Harrison pregame, two of the moms that we're going to have on in the third quarter of today's broadcast. But Jordan, Drew, Tariq Boney, Brayon, there's a million seniors that have been getting it done on and off the field. And as a father, as a parent of one of the gentlemen on the field today, I know that from point-blank range what these men have done for the youngsters and shown them the way, how to lead, how to be a cadet. And it's a very important thing. And these guys, the four you're looking at right now, incredible at it. And number 44, they're also great players. But last week, the game-winning touchdown on defense, 2 sacks, 4 tackles for a loss. 44's name is going to be said probably 60 to 70 times today, Ken.
A lot of boys in the Scarlet on Scarlet whose names will be said because we have a paper here with all those names on it. We're going to make sure we have whatever we can scrounge up here for St. Michael, the Archangel, and I think we have some good information, but we want to make sure we apologize in advance to any family members or folks who are watching from the St. Michael, the Archangel community. We're relying on what we have, so we mean no disrespect, and we want to call it as much for those kids as for anyone. So we'll do our best.
We did our best to acquire said information, but no, I know there's a couple of kids here that we know we're going to be saying their name all day. One is number 9, Austin Moyer, the quarterback of this high-powered offense coming from Fredericksburg, Virginia. to the nation's capital this afternoon.
I watched them in warm-ups. You see a team get off the bus with 25, 26 kids, and you start to wonder. You see them on the field. I saw Austin put 40 yards of air underneath a tight spiral to the back corner to a speedy receiver. They got plenty of dudes out there who can play some ball. It'll be interesting to see how they match up, especially in the first quarter. We'll see how the numbers go, as the day goes on. We kind of know. We've seen that over the years, but they're going to give them all they got out of the gate, and they got some talent as the color guard makes their way onto the field. We're going to turn things over to Curtis to work our way through this pregame routine.
Thank you very much for your support of WCAC Sportsmanship Premium. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats for our pregame program? Please remain seated for the presentation of cups and the playing of our national anthem. Let us remember that we are the holy presence of God. Dear Lord, help me to play my very best during this game. Teach me to treat my fellow team members, coaches, referees, and opponents with respect and dignity. Challenge me to always do what is best for my team and not necessarily for myself. Enlighten me to the powerful life lessons I will experience during this competition, win or lose. I ask all of these things through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle. Pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts. Forever. Please direct your attention to the right side of the St. John sideline for the presentation of the national and school colors. The colors are being presented by the St. John's Cadet Corps color guard team. Today's team is under the command of Cadet Perry Whiteford. Cadet Nate McGosh is carrying the American flag. Cadet Chris Evers is carrying the St. John's flag. They are accompanied by Cadet Veronisa Tejada Flores, carrying first rifle, and Cadet Matias Blandino, carrying second rifle. The students of the St. John's Cadet Corps have proudly displayed the nation's colors at events and gatherings for over 100 years. Now to honor America, the playing of our national anthem.
St. Michael has a win in the WCAC in recent weeks, Kev.
It was quite the barn burner, yes, at Paul VI, down 38-20, entering the fourth quarter. That's when the right arm of Austin Moyer caught fire. He threw for 6 touchdowns that day in a 41-38 come-from-behind win. And while we're mentioning that name, let's not forget to mention Deontay Johnson, the senior wide receiver and outside linebacker, had an interception on the 1-yard line to seal that. That is their biggest victory of the season, Ken. And what a day for the QB, Austin Moyer. 26 for 42, 506 yards, and 6 passing touchdowns through the air. I think if you're listening to those last few sentences, understand what's about to go down out on the field today.
Yeah, St. John's has to be careful. I mean, they've got plenty of size, strength, and athleticism, and they're going to want to impart some physicality early on because I think the Warriors would love nothing more than for a 7-on-7 game to break out and let Austin throw freely to some of these wide receivers they have that can get up the field quickly.
The St. John's secondary will be put to the test today, as well as the Warriors' offensive line.
Yes.
44 is a handful, and if you're going to throw the ball, you better get rid of it quickly.
Warriors are going offense first, and just to make matters even a little bit harder, they'll put the name Warriors on the back of everyone's jersey, which I kind of love. And that'll be fielded by Jabari Cox, the defensive back athlete. And there he gets out to just about the 20-yard line. Call it the 19. It'll be 1st and 10, and that's where number 9, Austin Moyer, will take over. And we'll get a look at this Warrior offense. And even more so, we'll get a look and see how the Cadets are going to try to put them in a box early.
Number 32, freshman DN, Scott Nyambi's getting the start today. One of a trio of freshmen.
He does not look like a freshman.
No, none of them do.
I mean, that's
as we look at DJ
6'5".
Butler, number 16, as well.
A little bit of a early dead ball. They're not going to throw the flag, but they want to talk about it. They're going to.
We've got a delay of game. In fact, we've got a penalty before the first offensive play again, keeping our streak alive. Ken.
It's either an illegal substitution or too many men in the huddle. It's the.
I think it was a delay of game. Oh, no. Is that what he said? Illegal substitution. Yeah. Yeah.
With on the first play, that's tough. 1st and 15. Looks like a full house formation, and they'll shift out of it to a 5-wide naked backfield. Oh, and we'll get a quick flag.
We're going to go with the empty backfield moving forward.
They're going in the wrong direction. False start. It looked like the center was a little bit off on the count. It'll be 1st and 20. Things are going great for the St. John's defense early on.
They just got some more. They got a little nickel package in here to counter this empty backfield.
Empty backfield.
Yes.
Super empty. Quick throw. And he was looking for his receiver there. I believe that was C.J. Lovelace, the junior, two-way defensive back wide receiver. He got a step inside, but it was crowded. Little incidental contact at 2nd and 20. Austin to pass. He's getting moved out of the pocket. And that ball will be almost picked off as it's off the hands of the intended receiver, Wyatt Trumbo, the freshman athlete. 3rd and 20 as Austin Moyer stepped up into an incredibly tight pocket and delivered the ball.
Well, he showed the ability to make a little move in the pocket to allow him to make that throw. Unfortunately, Israel Woods DeAndrade, my bad, number 23 with the excellent coverage.
It's going to be a timeout, St. John's, on 3rd and 20. They want to get things settled as the crowd starts to settle in here on Military Road to enjoy this gorgeous day.
No, it's perfect, and that's why the tailgates have been extended, I think.
Yes, extended tailgates.
Yes.
Extended tailgate hours. Bye week next week, Kev,
yep.
for the Cadets?
Cadets getting a a much-deserved week off after the physical contest they had in Northeast D.C. on Minnesota Avenue against the Friendship Collegiate Academy last week. That was an old-school slug match. Those two teams, incredible amounts of physicality on both sides. Coach Mike Hunter here today, the head coach of the Friendship Collegiate Academy. Knights, because they take on St. Michael's next week.
There you go.
So
we should have him on. We should get him sitting with us.
And we absolutely can.
So a little communication here between the back line of the Cadet secondary, but and it's a short run.
That was a tackle by the team picture there.
Yep.
The St. John's defensive front.
Ray Urquia in his 7th year.
That is a name we have said often.
I love
and
it.
Will continue for the next year and a half.
And you wear 99 and you roll out your freshman year as a big old defensive lineman and you just look the part right away. Becomes a nice, distinguished career. He might be the first graduate assistant high school player.
Keep an eye on Tyreek Powell back deep for the Cadets.
Kick is away, and it's going to be able to be
nice
fielded.
punt.
It takes a St. John's bounce, and that'll be downed just inside St. John's territory. 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Cadet offense will go to work. Just under 11 minutes to go. Good getting off the field for the St. John's defense. They really, they had to protect 20 yards in deep, and they did a good job out of the gate. And you know what? Not every week, but they've been the victim of their own costly mistakes in these early drives. And so on defense, clean sheet for the Cadets, and on offense, looking to do the same thing here right out of the gate.
Yeah, interesting talking to the GM of football here, Brian Griffin, pregame. He said he really wants to see a quick start today. Let's get out of the gates for the Cadets.
Day over the left side. He's got room to run, and he's going to pull away from the defense up the left sidelines. And on one play, one handoff, one man, one touchdown. The Cadets are on the board. No flags on the field.
And Coach Griffin, there you have it, sir.
Was that fast enough for you, Coach?
Day-Day's fast enough for
Day
everybody.
over the left side. He's got room to run, and he's going to pull away from the defense.
It's really coming together. They've been playing fantastic ball the last few weeks as we watch Day burst through the hole and explode untouched down the sidelines. Now that is the fast start the Cadets were looking for.
That was a quick touchdown. You see the Warriors have a lot of size up front and in the middle, and right away got a flag on the
we're going to get offsides on the Warriors.
We'll see if Coach Bird changes his mind here, but it looks like they'll keep the kicking team out there.
Touchdown number 9 on the season for number 9, Day.
It's a good snap and a good hold. And the kick is good. 7-0. That's the start you're looking for if you are part of the Cadet faithful. And, I mean, right away, Dejan putting his power and finesse on the move, getting outside the defense and up the field as the students, some kind of a pink theme today.
Pink out.
It's a pink out.
Well, I'm guessing.
Okay. All right. Hey.
Well, I don't know. What do you think, Ken? I know this. That was Day's 90th carry on the season, giving him 645 yards and 8 touchdowns. Sorry, that was number 9. 9th touchdown for number 9, like I just said. Got to remind myself. But what a player he is. And I always say he runs like he's in a fist fight. But right there, he didn't have to throw any punches. He just hit the boosters and took off down that sideline.
Yeah, he ran away from everyone. Nolan Stringer out here to kick it off from the 40. Ball go out of bounds at the 10. Jabari Cox watched it go out. They'll get the ball placed. In high school, they'll go ahead and bring that all the way out. I think to the 35. And that's where we'll start here. 1st and 10 Warriors. Best field position for them in 2 drives. They'll put the ball in our near hash. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen. 2 at the bottom.
They've gone empty on every snap aside from 3rd and 20 when they ran draw. We're going to see a ton of it, and they're going to try and set pace here early.
Quick release.
Ooh.
Jabari Cox carrying some players with him.
That's a play there.
And on 1st and 10, a pickup of 17.
Well, all 11 helmets got to the ball there, but nice completion and ooh.
Jabari Cox carrying some players.
The ability
get a sense
to
they
gain yards after the catch there. He's tough
yards
kid.
After contact. They're going to need him today. Working a little bit of check with me there as the call comes in.
10 seconds on the play clock.
Austin, another quick throw. And that ball is intercepted.
Number 6, Joel Tillery.
Joel Tillery found him. He caught it. It bobbled around, and he was able to corral it. As that ball was thrown to him and the receiver. We'll get another look at that. It was just a quick throw. Another quick throw. Around, and that ball is intercepted.
Yeah, a bit of a miscommunication there. I think that
another quick throw.
Thought he was going to get more of an
that ball is intercepted.
Number 6, Joel Tillery on a dime, allowing number 6, Joel Tillery, to step in front of and make a nice catch there on the move. He was going to get there lickety split, but those linebackers typically aren't known for having such good hands. As you got this, look at this. St. John's showing a little 2-back, which they haven't shown yet this season. But those are 2 fantastic backs. You throw Naeem in there.
Rhodes over the right guard, and he's dragging some players as the flag comes out in the defensive backfield.
And I'm counting number 6 flag in 2 minutes and 13 seconds. That's good. That's good.
We'll see what the call is. It would have been a pickup of about 6 or 7. It's going to be holding on St. John's. Now it's going to be a spot foul, so it was downfield, so it won't be a full 1st and 20. It'll be about 1st and 15 for Woods and Powell in the backfield.
There's 19 rushing touchdowns back there right now as Tyreek takes the carry over the right side, and look at that. That's offensive line play at its finest. These guys have been fantastic, and right there shows you why. It was about an 8-yard push.
Yeah, going to be 2nd and 6. As Powell picked up a big chunk there on 1st and long. He stays on the field. Boney in on the right side. A little bit of a drop tight end, H-back, and here he comes to provide some protection. Woods looking to throw. He's got all day. He's going deep. Drew Williams, a lot of contact, but no call, incidental. Ball put out just a little bit too far away from Drew.
I like the shot right there. I like trying to get the ball in Four's hands early like that. Perfect protection back there for Naeem. He threw a decent ball. I do believe it was incidental, but typically that gets thrown. But I don't think it was a penalty there. Nice coverage, nice play. And now the Warriors have got a chance to see that big old arm of Naeem Woods.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 here. Powell and Day-Day in the backfield. It's a keeper, Woods. And he's going to have 1st down yardage for the Cadets as he pulls it Out of the gut of Tyreek.
Yes, and a nice run there. Nice job blocking by the sophomore Vic Tarandola, who had his first catch last week as a varsity player here at St. John's. Congratulations, Vic. Nice job in the run game as well.
Drew Williams on the short side of the field.
St. John's going with that no huddle. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock again here.
Tyreek picking his way through the middle of the defensive line. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on a good carry there. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Cadets.
Nice job in there by senior D tackle Cameron Stenard at the bottom of the pile, making a play on D.
They're stout at the point of attack.
That's true.
The Warriors are. Is stout the right word? There's some stoutness up there. Another carry for Powell. And he pushes
Keeps his
forward.
legs moving.
And he picks up another first down as this drive humming along here for the Cadets as they are just sitting at the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from just on the edge of the red zone.
St. John's up front, rotating guys in here as Adrian Hamilton comes off to take a quick blow.
It is hot on that field, especially for October. Little flip there to Drew Williams. He wants the edge.
6'2", 200, runs hard. I like them. Couple early targets for 4, and that's just what the doctor ordered for this offense.
Little
He is a
flip
big
there to
time
Drew
playmaker
Williams.
heading to
He wants
Marshall.
the edge. We got another penalty. It's going to be another hold on
6
St. John's. This one will likely push him back the full 10. And it'll be 1st and 20 from the 30-yard line.
First and 20.
Jake Ricca steps in for Tariq Boney. Bobby Marshall on the bottom of the screen, singled up. Woods, quick throw to the outside. He's got his guy.
That's excellent recognition by Naeem Woods at the quarterback spot. He gets that ball. He sees pressure coming untouched off the edge, finds his release route in the flat, right away gets rid of it. There's a very catchable ball.
Chunks it up on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and about 11.
Yeah, check down on 1st down and 20 and cut the yardage in half. It's a big-time play from the junior QB.
Fumbles down. Naeem's got time to pick it up. And there's a reception to Jake Ricca. Is that number 1 on the season?
That's number 1 in his life.
That's number 1 in his life.
No, he had some in pound ball, but yes, that's Jake Ricca's first varsity reception.
And
nice job, bud.
Pick up about 5 or 6 yards there to put the team in 3rd and manageable. As Naeem Woods scrambling for that ball was able to get his head up. First person he saw was number 17.
Yeah, great job by Naeem, tracking that down and making positive yardage.
Day in the backfield. He gets the handoff, and he's up the middle, and he's got room to run, and he's going to impose his will
he's so
on
good.
3rd down. It might as well have been 3rd and goal because he takes it into the end zone. Day, 13. St. Michael 0 will get an extra point attempt here. The head of steam was the story there.
All right. Let's.
The kick is up, and it's good.
Nolan Stringer 2 for 2. Cadets up 14-0.
And we are halfway through the first quarter with a 2-touchdown lead. We're going to see some players out here earlier on than we thought here for St. John's. We'll get to say some names here, I think. And good showing here early on for St. John's special teams. In 2 weeks, the real season begins. 4 straight weeks against some of the toughest competition in the country. Certainly when you pile it all together in 28 days. And in those 4 games, your special teams, they got to be quiet. And out of the gate today, the special teams have been doing their job.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Nolan Stringer, as a senior, he's been around. He's a veteran at this point in his life. And I'm just telling you that early on in the program, when you have a switching of the coaches and you're going through and putting in a new offense, a new everything is new. Sometimes it takes specials a little bit more because they're new as well. And and you're right, Ken, they're starting to hit their groove here at a point in the season where they need it.
Fielded inside the 5. Cox at the 20. And he gets to the outside, and he's got a step, and he's going to get across midfield. A great run.
Yeah, this kid's a player. He's shown. He's shown. They don't give number 1 to someone that's not a player. You know, your teammates, you get exposed trying to pull that noise. That's not the case here for the St. Michael's Archangel Warriors. We've seen already what this kid's got.
He's got a nose for getting upfield. A nice shift there, ball from right to left.
And he can scoot.
Yep, and then let's see if he's able to stay. I mean, he's not just a 2-way player; he's an all-way player. They might need to get him a breather. That's a Debo Samuel problem to have.
4.4 speed. Got the Hampton-Sydney College offer. At Hampton-Sydney College, what a smart place. I coached there a million years ago. That's why he's got that offer from that place. Good for him. Good for Jabari Cox. Last week, Ken, and we'll get back to him in a second.
Austin, quick out to the outside, and they got a big man with some room to run.
Yeah, good-looking play there. I like the wide receiver screen, getting your big lineman out in space.
And that's Deontay Johnson. That's the guy
Austin,
with a little bit of
quick
size
out
out
to
the
the
outside,
outside,
and they got a big man with some room to run.
Yeah, two of the biggest weapons for the Warriors, Deontay and Jabari. Last week in the first quarter, Jabari had a 98-yard pick six and a 65-yard TD reception in the first quarter. That's getting it done.
Austin to throw, and he steps up in the pocket, but he's looking to stay alive and throw, and he's going deep, and he's got a receiver on the sideline. It was wide open, unfortunately. The sun, I'm not going to make excuses for him. He's looking directly back into the sun. I can report that, and unfortunately they were not able to connect.
It's a lot tougher than it looks right now in that specific play. Right there, great job by Austin Moyer, buying time, evading the rush, finding the open man. But when that sun's staring you right in the eyes, I know it. And like you said, Ken, we're not making any excuses, but that's exactly what just happened.
Yeah. I believe that was Wyatt Trumbo, the freshman athlete, number 13. Actually, that's number 13. No, that's number 17. I don't think we have a number 17, so I apologize to the Trumbo family. Here we go. 5 wide. 2nd and 10. St. John's brings the blitz, and they get home for a sack on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd and 14. As Tariq Boney got home, amongst others.
Yes, well, Josiah Mpofo says, say my name too, Mr. Meringolo, because I'm the one that got there.
Number 8. I think they brought 5 on that play. It was more than enough to put the Warriors behind the sticks here on 3rd down.
This is a dangerous, dangerous spot for the Warriors here on 3rd and very long, knowing about this pass rush. It's screen time. They run a million of them. And that'll help there. 5 yards on top as Tariq Powell just getting a little antsy off the edge.
I think that was Charlie Agboga on the top. It's 2 down territory, right, for these guys?
100%.
3rd and 9. Snap. Austin moving to his right, and he goes deep again. Comebacker, and it's
Let's take a look at this one again.
And I don't have a call from the referee, and he's not yet made a call on whether or not he put his hands up as if to say it was a catch. The main referee's asking, was it a catch? And they still want to talk to each other. From our vantage point, it looked like it could have been a catch. Yeah.
We'll take a look.
Let's see if Brian got us a look at this. But I believe they're going to call pass interference is the penalty if they get to it. I don't know if we got if Brian's got us looped up for a replay on this. So they're saying that penalty. I'm sorry. The throw is incomplete. The penalty is pass interference on St. John's. 10 yards should give them a it'll be 1st and 10. The penalty yardage was enough. So we didn't have a camera angle on that ball. Austin, and he's going to be dropped. Pursuit from the backside by guess who?
No way.
And that's how you recover from a pass interference
penalty. He has
penalty.
such bend and burst off the edge. He gets so low, and he just absolutely runs around most D tackle. You got to know where he is, and you got to account for him with someone else. And when you go 5 wide, Ken, that can be dangerous with number 44 out there.
It's the old Steve Spurrier. I'm going to send as many people out as I can in patterns, and the defense is like, well, what if we rush 6? What if we rush 1 more? And
it's a dangerous game.
It's a dangerous game. As St. John's will bring the 5. Boney putting the pressure on. Ball to Cox, and he, I believe, kind of gets teed up there a little bit by his own man.
Yeah, I think right now Austin Moore is running for his life as he did again there.
Yep.
Tariq Boney, if we can see, just completely – oh, man, that's you're not going to be able to block him with a slot receiver. I can assure you of that.
Kai Connolly checking in. Tyreek Powell checking off. 3rd and long, 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18 here. Austin Moyer dumps it off underneath to Jabari Cox. He makes the first guy miss, and he's going to put him in 4th and about 3, 4th and about 4. Good things seem to happen when he gets the ball in his hands.
He's a stud, and you got to tackle him. Easier said than done, but this is a very talented high school football player. In that big win over Paul VI, he had not 1 but 2 big plays in the passing game, 2 scores in the passing game.
And you got to believe they're going to be trying to get him in this play. Hard count from Austin Moyer. 10 on the play clock. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Big 4th down here. Here comes the heat. Niambi.
Wow. The freshman.
And it'll be a turnover on downs as they had a meeting in the backfield. Ampofo was there as well. Right up the
look
middle.
At that burst from the edge from the freshman. Looking a little bit like the senior, number 44.
Yep. Ampofo just pushed him right in. He was just a menace right up the middle.
Right now, the St. John's offensive line and defensive line imposing their will.
And that's got to be a little bit of a gut punch. The Warriors able to get the ball down the field. They had decent starting field position, got some first downs, put the ball in the hands of some players, and ultimately came up empty on that drive. Woods right away to the outside. First down
nice
yardage.
Job. Vic Tirandola, number 19, the sophomore. Catch number 2 in a career, and he is going to be a heck of a player. I saw him all year long last year on the JV. Make play after play, Ken. This kid's got a bright future. Running hard, too.
Day-Day and Tyreek in the backfield with Woods. Powell gets the carry, and he's making
man.
those are some big strides in the backfield as he hit that line with a lot of speed and intention. It's going to be a 2nd and 3 situation as Powell. I mean, he was gliding through there.
Yeah, he's such a smooth athlete with the ball in his hand. This power backfield they got here right now, like I said, it's almost 20 touchdowns, and it's the only halfway point. I like this formation.
Woods up the middle. He's got room. He'll pick up the first down and then some as he puts the Cadets into Warriors territory. It'll be 1st and 10. Still a minute to go here in the first quarter as they move the chains.
I got to tell you, this is something Naeem Woods has added to his arsenal this season. Not a ton of running game plays last year by number 1, but this year, man, he has really stepped it up. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns on the season, and he averages close to 25 yards a game rushing. Oh boy,
Tyreek Powell on the loose, out past the last defender, and once again on a big strike play from this St. John's backfield. Powell takes it the distance. It's 20-0. We'll get an extra point here, and this offense is humming. And you talked about the backfield of Powell and Day-Day. It's been all them.
Yes, it has. And the St. John's offensive line. That's 3 rushing touchdowns in the first quarter. Tommy Chicanti, Adrian Hamilton, Faye Dasho, Big Will Crawford, Jordan Harrison, Patrick Vogt. Man, these are guys getting it done at the point of attack. That's one heck of a quarter there. I mean, that's almost 200 yards rushing in one quarter. These guys are getting it together. Coach Juice doing a great job.
21-point lead here. I mean, it has felt like maybe even a full half at this point in time, and we got one more quarter to go. St. John's defense with an opportunity to put a real stamp on this first quarter. They have 52 seconds here. We'll see what they're able to. The way that they're attacking, I don't see any let up here in the early goings of this game.
Nope. St. Michael the Archangel is in a tough spot here. This is a really big drive for them. And I'm going to tell you, Austin Moyer took some huge shots on that last drive, Ken. He has, in this quarter, been sacked 3 times, and I believe he's taken 8 hits, and that's too much for a quarter, especially with some of these guys coming off the edge for the Cadets. There's some big-time players, and tough kid, number 9, but they got to give him a little bit of time, and no more blocking 44 with the slot receiver.
It's like when Jordan used to get all upset when they would put somebody on him on the other team.
No, nothing personal. I'm just saying, if you see that guy out there lined up across from you, he needs 2 guys, basically. And we got a little breeze coming through the city
that
right
is
now.
Needed. I was thinking about our man T. These are the days, the sneaky days, we'd have T out here, and I look over, and I'm hot right now, and I'm naturally hot. Kevin and I sweat like our clothes would never alert you to things. But T, they look over, and T's just like it's like a faucet coming off his head, and we're like, oh, we got to like these games would, no matter what happened, they'd be 5 hours long. On a day like this, they always seem to go longer, and we'd be like, and he'd be like, no, I'm fine. And we look at him, we're like, you do not look fine. What is wrong? He's like, no, I'm perfectly fine. I'm just sweating.
Well, I'm sweating when she said Kevin and I.
Austin Moyer brings his man in motion. And there's a handoff, and not a lot going on. And so it'll be
Tariq Boney, first man on the scene.
It was 1st and 10. It'll be 2nd and 9.5. Going to give him credit for some forward progress there, but he put his helmet into the gut of Ray Urquilla, and I believe Tinnen was there as well. Not a lot of space. There's a lot of stoutness. I think we're calling that stoutness.
Yeah, you've been doing that all day, and I think you should continue. Why stop now?
There's just stoutness everywhere. 11 seconds to go and counting. 2nd and long. Austin Moyer. Jabari Cox in motion. An inside throw So Deontay, not a big gainer. They got what they wanted. It just wasn't enough. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. And after one frame, 21-0. It's all St. John's in the early goings of this game as the Cadets getting it done behind the shoulder pads and helmet of Dejan Tally Rhodes, Tyreek Powell, Naeem Woods, and this defensive line.
Yeah, it's been a clinic at the line of scrimmage so far. That's what the scoreboard has shared with everyone. This was a dangerous game coming in for the Cadets with this high-powered offense, but Austin Moyers had no time. Like I said, he just took another big shot there after the handoff. He is obviously a tough kid. These are all tough kids. You got 26 guys on the roster playing the schedule that they play. You got nothing but respect for this Warriors program. But right now, it looks like it could be a bit of a long day. What do you think about the Scarlet on Scarlets with the gray helmet, Ken? I know you're the uniform guy.
So it's a super sharp look. It's great for us because the white on red, it makes it real easy for us to see the numbers. I always love when schools help us out. Unfortunately, my alma mater, sometimes they give us those gold numbers on white jerseys, and there's a couple other schools that do the same thing. It becomes a little bit hard. So but as far as the color combo, I think it's great. I love anytime a team rocks their colors to the utmost. St. Michael looks great in white on white, but scarlet and gray, the colors, gray on gray, scarlet on scarlet, scarlet and gray. Anytime, you just got to rock your colors. I think they look sharp.
Glad I asked. 3rd down and 6.
I'll continue it after this play. Boney gets around the end. The ball's going deep, and he's got a man. And that is on the loose. A bomb touchdown for the Warriors.
What a throw. What a play. Hey, Austin Moyer stepping up in the pocket and throwing a dime. That was a beautiful play.
Touchdown. I don't see any flags on the field. That will stand.
See that drop in out of the sky. Great shot by Jordan. That is a beautiful throw there, number 9.
And I'll tell you, all I want to do is tell you who's the recipient of that catch. We just don't have a number 17 anywhere that I can see. And number 17's been targeted a couple times. This is a great-looking football player. There's a reason why he just caught an 80-yard bomb.
We will go find this out.
Yes. Deontay Johnson, the holder here. And here comes the kick. Up and good. It's 21-7, cutting the lead to 14. 14-point spread here. You can hear a little bit of shock in the crowd. Is there?
The Warriors desperately needed that. It's such a big-time play by the QB, who I was just talking about how tough he is, the shots he's taken. Boney comes wide. He steps up. And I'm telling you, that was a beautiful tight spiral dropping out of the sky. So St. John's has a kickoff return team coming out for the first time today. We've had 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter and 10 seconds. It seems like there's going to be a lot more.
I tell you, we were speeding towards a running clock. It's people who are watching for the first time. I believe it's a 35-point differential. Gets you to a running clock, and you start to feel that happening. And 21-7 changes things significantly. Not just that, but the way in which they did it. An 80-yard strike, quick strike, and in a hurry.
And these guys, like I said, they've been down before. Down 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter at Paul VI and coming away with the victory. So
you got to watch for an onside kick here?
Always do. And with this quick strike, why not? The way St. John's is running the ball.
We'll see who's going to kick it. 13's raising his hand. If it's a trick play, someone else is kicking it. Nope. And there it is, the onside kick, and it is recovered at the midfield. We could smell it, and that is Charlie
Abagu. Nice play. Excellent job on special teams again. That was a cool onside kick. He got a little. That was a well executed onside kick.
Absolutely, better than a lot of NFL guys.
No doubt about it. That's a boring play in the NFL now. They need these young guys to show them how to get it done.
Well, they weren't leaving that one on the bus. Got to get the ball to get points. Cadet offense back on the field.
I'd do it every time they scored if I was them.
Absolutely. And now it's going to be a Warrior timeout.
Just the way the Cadets have dominated the line of scrimmage in the run game, you do not want them to hold on to it. $21-7, man. I didn't know we were going to have the fireworks we were going to have here, but the way the St. John's ground game has been pounding in Austin Warriors stats in the season, I don't know why I didn't think so.
You and I talked about it. I mean, obviously it's tough. You're outmanned numbers-wise for starters, and then go from there. But we know that St. Michael has some dudes on their team.
No doubt.
And anyone who's played them so far, obviously then they know that they're capable of scoring in 10 seconds. 10 seconds is all they need to put points on the board, even against a team like St. John's. So, got to keep your eyes open. Got to make sure. Ooh, sorry to the folks at home. We had a condiment table collapse. I think we have some backup ketchup. Woods to throw with time, and he steps up in the pocket, steps around. Now he steps in to the middle of the field, and he picks up about 7 yards.
He had Jordan Williams, but the Warriors attack kept coming. He couldn't stop to make that throw. Jordan Williams broke free deep. Jordan Williams, the fastest freshman in the state of Maryland last year. There's a reason why he was open deep, but Naeem does a good job tucking it, protecting it, and getting the team 7 yards.
The offensive line stayed with the play, picking up blitzers. The Warriors brought the heat on that play. Day. He's going to get first down, and he's going to keep his legs moving, and he's gone. He's past the 20.
This kid
he's at the 10.
This kid is a star.
He refuses to be tackled. Arms aren't going to do it. Offensive line kept him alive, kept the play alive, kept their blocks going. And a 45-yard run. Dejan Talley Rhodes. Here comes the extra point, Nolan Stringer. Ricca with the hold, kick is up, and it is good, and we got an attempt at a catch, and Brad Ripito in the air, and
Brad,
he shows it to us.
That's how you get it done there,
and
sir.
he shows it to us.
I mean,
there it
hands
is.
like glue. Look at that.
And that's a brand new ball bag. You can see it from here. We're broadcasting in 4K. Kevin Carey, we don't know more of Kevin Carey's old ball bag. This is all about Brad Ripito and his new ball bag, and there it is. It's all dressed up. But the extra point, now let's just put this in a little perspective. The man was riding a scooter a couple years ago trying to catch extra points, and we were watching it. We love this guy, and there he is.
He takes a bow.
A man of St. John's through and through.
Nolan Stringer lines it up from the 40. The quick strike run game of the Cadets. That was you chuck one for 80, we'll run one for 50.
Ball fielded at the 5. Oh, and a collision by two teammates. C.J. Lovelace, the carrier, brings the ball out just outside the 15. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Just under 11 minutes. This game, it just feels like the clock's not even moving.
Well, it's not, because the way they throw the ball, and if they can start stockpiling, and the quick strike, and if they can start stockpiling some first downs, that's when you're going to see maybe some time come off this clock. But at this particular moment, the way these offenses are operating,
I mean, 3 touchdowns of more than 40 yards.
It's true. Day-Day's got fantasy football numbers right now. I mean, at the end of this day.
It's a good look at Austin Moyer. Tough quarterback gives it in the backfield, and Boney is there. He could have taken the handoff. He decides to tackle the runner.
Yeah, he always has options, but he does live in the backfield of opposing offenses. It's just kind of how he rolls.
Second and 14 after the loss on the TFL by 44.
Boney's starting to stockpile those numbers as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, his tackles for loss yardage is as good of a number as. And here comes the pressure from the right side. And a quick delivery into the face of the blitz as Austin Moyer shows he's got a little bit of wit with him as he saw the blitz coming in from his left side, and he quickly delivered into the hot space.
He's a very good high school football player. That's evident. Young man with an offer to play at Livingston after high school, but right now he's getting it done out here. Under duress, I like his ability to get rid of the ball. You can tell he's got vision, and his toughness will not be questioned by anyone in this booth.
Third and short. Warriors don't want to be in two-down field position this deep in their own territory, but they certainly want to get some positive yards. Austin with some time to throw, and he's got a first down. His receiver goes backwards, though. I think they're going to let him move the sticks.
Let's see. It's going to be very close. I think he's just short by the looks of this spot here.
The spot does look short. They're going to move the chains.
Well,
that would have been an interesting decision.
It was a yard short. Do you see where he put the ball? Now, the other ref threw him the pass and caused him to go backwards.
It was backward lateral.
It was a backward lateral, and then he put it down there, but they still moved the chains anyways, so at the end of the day, what's right is right.
It's a live ball.
I'd like to see a better throw out of that other ref, to tell you the truth.
It was a little wobbly.
And the catch was no Brad Ripito, but here we go.
Austin to throw on first down quickly to a Deontay
What a grab that
Johnson.
was.
There's a lot of defensive ends nationally who can make that catch, who don't get a chance to, who would love the ability to play wide receiver like DJ here. Look at this.
Great angle there. That's a great catch. That's a great catch right there. I didn't realize he had to reach back, snag it out of the air with two hands, contorting his body after having to jump for it. That's a big-time play.
I'm super impressed, and I'm trying to think if he's better on defense or offense at this point, because I thought you had just a great defensive player being good at offense, but that was an all-world offensive play. Here we go, Austin to throw again. He's under pressure. He steps up, moves out, and he's going to be sacked, chased down by Niambi as he couldn't get the ball up, and he's on the ground. Austin Moyer, we're going to hope he's okay as he got caught from behind. Now, he had a couple sacks, a couple plays earlier when he was sacked, and he looked like he caught a little something there.
I'm sorry. We're the streamers.
All right, so we'll let the medical personnel here tend to Austin Moyer. And we say it every week. Obviously it's a tough game and kids do get hurt, but one thing that we know is true here at St. John's is that folks are well taken care of by people on the ground. We have a lot of medical personnel here. Austin's going to make his way under his own power, and that's what we want. We also had some training staff come on to into the stands here. I think we had maybe a little bit of a heat issue with one of the fans. A lot of activity here with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Drew Williams also nursing something here on the side. So we'll see how everything's settling down here. We'll keep an eye on Austin Moyer on the sidelines. Any updates as necessary from
in comes a freshman quarterback, due for his first touchdown pass last week.
And quickly he gets it to Dion. I mean, he threw the ball before the receiver even thought about it. That ball's on the ground, and it'll be recovered by Deontay Johnson. And I tell you, that ball was thrown out of a necessity to get the ball out as St. John's defensive line was putting the heat on him. Deontay Johnson had no idea that ball was incoming. He turned around. It was on him. First down, Warriors. Good result here for the freshman quarterback on his first opportunity. Ball sitting at the 41-yard line of St. Marco, the Archangel, and the clock moving. Under 10 on the play clock. To throw again. He wants all of it on the sideline, and the receiver makes a great, now we're going to get a flag as there was some contact at the end. The receiver reacted to it. It was a back shoulder throw, whether that was by design or not, but the receiver stopped and tried to cut in. He caused some incredibly natural contact with the defensive back. That's when the flag came out.
It always happens on that back when you have to work back through on a back shoulder or an underthrown ball. It's a tough call to make. It's a tough play as a D-back.
Wide receiver's number one job on that play is, make a play on the ball. Come back for it, figure out a way, because if you can't catch it, that contact is happening. There's no Newton invented it. There's no way to get around it. It's going to be 1st and 10, and the Warriors are in cadet side of the 50 here, and the quarterback,
Aiden Fulton.
And I believe that might have been Ampofo sitting waiting for him.
I'll tell you, this freshman has stepped in right now, ready to play. He made a great throw in the first time. Aiden Fulton threw his first varsity touchdown a week ago. Steps in against this formidable front. Steps into one for a first down on a 12-yard out. Not afraid to throw the deep and mix it up in between the tackles.
Positive yards on first down. A tough run for the freshman as he was a bit of a hard stop at the end of that play, but he's looking to pass, and he gets the ball out of his hands quickly again and into the hands of Deontay Johnson for a first down. That was an impressive play.
He's throwing the ball on time within rhythm, and he's very accurate.
First and 10, Warriors on the move.
Having some success with the freshman at the helm.
Getting the ball out of his hands as fast as he can.
He's a big kid, 6'3", about $185.
And there's the handoff up the left side, and it's going to be a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. Best run from, best handoff of the day. It's going to be 2nd and 6, and I think, once again, they're not looking for a field goal. They're looking for first down or end zone here, so we'll call it 2nd down and 6. Five and a half to go here in the half. They get the snap off, and a quick out there to the running back who was dropped for a loss right away.
Tariq Powell.
Tariq Powell, he's one of them running backs. He's on the other end of some of those. I know it's a special feeling to catch a running back the way he has to take it sometimes. What a good tackle.
He's a special player. Tariq Powell has gotten it done on both sides of the ball in his career here at St. John's. Only a junior.
Yeah, he's going to have opportunities.
Oh, he's got plenty.
To play a variety of positions. Yes. St. John's flipping the play, and Boney gets his hands on the deflection as they were going for a quick play to the outside, to the short side of the field.
Tariq Powell. Maryland, Cincinnati, Charlotte, Syracuse, and Marshall, all affording opportunities as we speak.
That's a pretty good list. going, and it'll grow, I'm sure. 4th and 10 here.
This is huge here. They've had some success on this drive getting first downs. A touchdown on this drive changes this ball game.
Deontay Johnson, it was going his way. Now that ball was caught. They would have been a little bit better off to let that ball come off, but that goes in the stat. We got a 98-yard field position coming up.
That is such a great catch.
It's a great catch. That's fine.
You're not going to tell me Jalen Wallace, the freshman, does not know right then and there that there's not a man right on his back trying to go for that ball the same.
That's right.
He doesn't see what we're seeing. He's out there playing football. Interceptions are a good thing. I know some of the fans are going to say, oh, you should have let it, which is fair, but when you're competing like that, you're not going to tell a D-back not to go make a great catch like that.
Absolutely not. And there was a little miscommunication there as Deontay Johnson kind of hitched in and hooked up at the first down line. That ball went deep. Only man there was Wallace.
You didn't know he was going to button hook him, Ken.
He hooked up. Naeem Woods says thank you. We'll take the ball in the 2. And out of the end zone, and
oh, boy.
Powell's looking for a 98-yard run, and he's got it in his sights. He's crossing midfield. And
oh,
Jabari
boy.
Cox is the only one who has a
Cox.
chance. And Cox chases him down after an 80-yard run. Jabari Cox, that took everything he had, and he deserves it, and he's going to get a hand up from his teammate. Touchdown save and tackle, but Powell, he came through the middle of that defensive line, and here he comes.
Watch him squirt through. That's an 80-yard chunk play there for Tariq.
Gets it, and right around the side there, another great
Good-looking angle there. Look at him get through and then get north-south.
Dance on the sidelines. Woods to throw to the end zone. He goes Jordan Williams.
Oh, nice job defensively there on the coverage. Great throw. Jordan runs a perfect route, but getting a hand in there. Go ahead.
Cash Cunningham.
Here you go, Cash Cunningham. Nice play. Great name.
Going to be 2nd and 10. Woods. Quick one to Boney, one-handed catch.
Is Boney just making one-handed grabs in the flat right now?
He was covered, but that ball was going to him no matter what.
What a snag.
Oh, he got hung up there at the hash line, and it gave the defender just a little bit of a beat.
I mean, he's one of the best edge rushers I've ever seen in high school football. He comes out, plays a little power forward on the basketball team. Got him at tight end, Peter Minister.
Single coverage, Jordan Williams, as wide as you can put a receiver and cornerback. It's going to be a quick dead ball, as that was going to be a handoff to Dejan Talley Rhodes. Cadets will back up 5. Or will they? That penalty is on the Warriors. I thought they got a quick start there by the Cadets. They blew it dead. It's going to be good enough for first down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 7-yard line here for the Cadets. Only real difference here is Powell in the backfield on this play. And they got 2 corners on the outside to cover 3 guys.
Yeah, bunch strips left.
They'll motion Jordan Williams in. They'll come back the other way to the back corner. Cash Cunningham helps his man up.
Bobby Marshall, the intended receiver, the sophomore.
2nd and goal here. You got to feel a handoff here. Been working from every spot on the field. Why not inside the 7? And they're going to throw. Woods, he's got room to run if he wants it. He takes the block, plays his offensive lineman there as he had Jordan Harrison. And it's going to be a touchdown for the Cadets, and that's going to stake him to a 34-7 lead here, still in the 2nd quarter.
5th rushing touchdown for Naeem Woods. Nice job there by Jordan Harrison. Naeem follows the way. No one open. Might as well go do it myself. Number 5 on the year. And a majority of the work on that drive done by number 3, Tariq Powell, with the 81-yard run. The kick is up.
Interception stuck him down at the 2-yard line. Powell pulled him out of that spot on one quick run. Hat tip to Jabari Cox, who extended that drive for that Warrior defense. Cadets too much. Get into the end zone. 28-point lead with just over 2.5 to go here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, that was big-time effort by the senior. Number 1 had the angle, and it'd be real easy just to watch 3 head into the end zone. But no, he hightailed it. He ran about 90 total yards on that play to make that tackle, and that's big time.
$35-7, 2:48 to go in the first half. Stringer on for the kick. And that ball's going to get inside the 5. Jabari Cox, that's where he'll pick it up. And a better job on coverage. As everyone stayed home, there was no outside lane for number 1 to get to. He knows how to find those lanes.
No, he does, and I like his patience. See him catch it and try and feel out where the lane's going to be. But like you said, St. John's kick return coverage did a nice job on that play. The Warriors would love to get a first down or 2 here, gather themselves, and keep that St. John's offense off the field for the remainder of the half, while trying to get some points of their own.
Absolutely. It's a consequential score here for St. John's both ways. Giving up that touchdown or getting it. Gain of about 3. It's a quick release from the young quarterback filling in for Austin Moyer, who remains sidelined after that sack.
And a good tackle by Julian Jones. He's been dealing with some injuries. The cornerback from St. John's is a Holy Cross commit. And he is back on the field making plays, and I know that makes Coach Terrence Bird extremely happy to see 5 back.
Quarterback keeper, he's got
no
some
one
room.
there. Oh.
And that's a late flag. It's
he's trying to get out of the way, but you got to throw it.
They'll tack that on. Clock stopped under 2 here. As a slow developing quarterback keeper. I almost didn't believe it. They'll get the.
So this is extremely tough. I like that. That's a great job by the officials. That's a big time play. I like that a lot. Nick May does his best as the slide starts. He does his best to not bring the shoulder. He turned his body so his back got the quarterback, but there's nothing he can do. I really like that the refs got that one right. You're asking a whole lot of a young man right there flying in to make a tackle to stop and contort his body to not make contact. That was the right call.
Look who loves refs. False start. I think this, maybe the young quarterback in there, you start to see looks like the majority of the offense is thinking they were right and the center and quarterback were wrong. But it's going to be 5 yards going the other way. 1st and 15. Run it again. Niambi.
Number 3 for the freshman. Sack number 3.
Offensive lineman down for the Warriors. Cadets brought the heat. A couple guys were able to get home. Niambi was the one who benefited, as he's been eaten today on setups from some of the interior defensive linemen by St. John's. It's the way you want it. The 32 is going to be a happy guy when they look at film tomorrow.
Oh, they come and say, you're going to get the start out there today, freshman. And he says, all right, well, how about I get 3 sacks in the first 2 quarters? That's how you rise to the challenge. Nice job, young man. And we do have a young man down on the ground.
I hope it's just working, maybe just a cramp situation.
No one roots for cramps more than you and I on our broadcast.
That's all we want.
It's just have it be a cramp. That's it.
I'll stretch him out, work him out a little bit out there, make sure he's okay. 1.5 minutes to go here, 28-point lead. It's going to be 2nd and 21, 22.
Yeah. All right. Walking off the field on his own power is good news.
And that's a big guy.
And they're going to wind this clock, and I think it'll be interesting to see if St. John's chooses to use any of their timeouts here.
Another timeout.
And they go ahead and call a timeout because that clock was going to be winding, and it is 2nd and long. Looks like they got 1 more left after this.
Feels like they don't want to go into the locker room with any timeouts left.
No, and they're looking to get a few more points.
I'll be interested to see what kind of quick throw they can get with a little bit of distance here. Deontay Johnson has been doing all the work today, and St. John's knows it. Deontay Johnson has been able to find himself open. He's got a big body, and their quarterback has put it in a spot where he can attack the ball. He's shown himself to be the kind of receiver. He doesn't need the ball thrown right to him. He's going to go attack that ball in the air. And he's on the field right now, and I'm looking, outside of getting the ball into number 1's hands.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Screen number 1. I don't want to put my freshman in a 5-step here on 2nd and forever with some of the guys coming off the edge for the Cadets, including the freshman with 3 sacks and Boney with 2. So, it is pick your poison at some point. But I do like the way they run screen. They run them very well. They've got some linemen they were getting out in space earlier on, doing a good job. So, something safe and get that clock going.
St. John's showing 5. And they bring it. It's a quick throw out to Jabari Cox. And he's unable to break a tackle as Julian Jones, the senior DB.
And St. John's does call that final timeout to save some
There you
clock.
Go. 3rd and 20.
I think you're going to see something very similar here, Ken. St. John's, I do not believe, has any more timeouts left.
I think that's right.
We should probably start tracking that on our own.
Just have a timeout tracker. We track everything else.
Ripito, 1 reception, 13 yards, and a first down.
New ball bag. almost feels like August. Feels like, we're just getting ready to start the season with weather like this. Or mid-season.
Well, it's hot.
It's hot.
All right, let's get to some football action here. There's too many breaks in the game.
St. John's rushing forward. Ball is put deep. And it's put on the money. Shoestring tackle is once again the Warriors able to get deep.
On 3rd and 20, you just can't have someone get past you. That's impossible. Freshman making a beautiful throw, stepping up. He throws a nice ball.
The ball just ends up there. Once again, number 17 all day. He's having himself a great ball game. We just don't know who he is. maybe they just signed him.
Well, now you got to take another shot here, although it looks like one timeout left for the Warriors.
Looking to throw once again, puts it deep, back corner. And that ball is bobbled and incomplete, but that ball was there. Great coverage.
That's a nice play all around. C.J. Lovelace going for the wrong shoulder over the shoulder catch.
And Eli Jacques, I believe, was him in great position.
Aiden Fulton throwing him open there. Good throw, good route, good coverage.
If you're a coach for St. Michael the Archangel, you feel like you're seeing something pretty special here. Number 16 coming on the field, like you just said, just ready to play.
Yeah, he came out right away and made a great throw. He's had a couple dimes since then. Only a freshman.
Looking the part, 2nd and 10, under 40 seconds to go in the half. And he scrambles out to his left, and he's got some room. He's looking for the edge. He puts his shoulder down.
He did. And stayed in bounds. They're going to have to sprint or call that timeout if they want to take another crack at it.
Referee stopped the clock.
I think someone had to have called a timeout on the far sideline. They did.
Okay.
The Warriors head coach called a timeout. Good tough run. I think he got out of bounds there.
I thought he got out of bounds too.
I thought he clearly got out of bounds. Either way, we got another break in the action.
I mean, it seems there's always a different way to chop up a first half of a game, and one way is for it to be 7-7 in a situation like this. And in this case, St. John's can enjoy a 35-7 lead.
St. John's gets the ball coming out of halftime as well, so St. Michael's would certainly love to figure out a way to put points on the board right away.
All right, we're back to live action here. 3rd and short. 26 seconds, as many plays as they can run here in 26 seconds for a chance to score. As the Warriors face great pass rushes. Boney shreds and sheds his block. And someone had more timeouts. Maybe they gave them the timeout back because he got out of bounds. Maybe they had an extra timeout. I don't know. Maybe St. John's just gives out extra timeouts to be nice.
Well, the fact is, if Boney is well rested, there's going to be a problem. He shot out of a cannon there on that play.
Yeah, he was blocked, and then he wasn't.
Turned 3rd and 3 into 4th and 14 real fast. This ball is being chucked into the end zone one way or another. The clock will stop to set the chains on a first down here.
That's right.
But then we'll be set right after that. But
quick throw. You got Jabari Cox and Deontay Johnson.
I'm throwing a fade to Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson right now is getting the ball at a high point scenario. The way the freshman throws that fade, give him a chance to go make a play here.
St. John's playing it pretty straight up. Here comes the
Yeah.
sack as Niambi once again.
4 for the freshman. 4 sacks and a half. That's got to be a record. There's no chance any other freshman has ever had 4 sacks and a half. What a performance.
I mean, we said it right away. Freshman by name, yes, but he by game is ready to play some serious ball. 12 seconds to go, and you would ordinarily see a kneel down or some kind of a safe play, but a handoff is really all St. John's is needed all day long. A handoff could be a touchdown here.
Let's see the personnel here. They're going to chuck it, Ken.
Powell in the backfield.
I got
4
a
wide
feeling
receivers.
Naeem Woods is going to air this thing out. And no, it's Ken for the call. Ken gets the no, good job by the defense.
Make the tackle.
That'll be halftime now.
All right, and after 2 frames, your St. John's Cadets 35, St. Michael the Archangel 7. We'll be back with second half action in just a few minutes. See you then.
You can hear? All right, Kylie said she can hear now, Ken.
All right, but you can't talk yet.
Talk, Kylie. Yep.
Now you can talk.
Can you talk now?
Yes, I
Okay,
hear it.
you hear and you can everything.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for being back for second half of action here on Military Road, home of the St. John's Cadets, where they're playing host to St. Michael, the Archangel, 35-7, the home team with the lead on a gorgeous day. Once again, I'm Ken Meringolo. He's Kevin Ricca.
And the man that we couldn't determine who he was earlier is Caden Hamilton, senior.
Nice.
Caden Hamilton having a heck of a half. Nice job, number 17. We apologize to the Hamilton family. We did not have that info.
There's another onside kick, and it bounces around, and it will be covered up by the Warriors, I believe, and we'll see what they are going to call it as it squirted around. And a lot of activity there on the ground. A couple Cadets were able to touch it, but look at this ball once again.
Hey,
good job here on the instant replays. Off the hands.
Wyatt Trumbo's a great onside kicker. He's had two.
Yep.
You call it a dime? I'm going to call it a dime. 2 dimes today.
He's just kicking those grease pigs there right across the 50-yard line.
I tried to say dime.
Or dime. 1st and 10. Warriors with the ball first. Coming out of halftime, we got the freshman quarterback remaining on the field. We believe we've seen the last of Austin Moyer today. Quick throw to the outside, and it is a one-handed
What
catch.
a play! Did I just see what that?
That was a one-handed
Julian
catch.
Jones. I've never seen anything like it. That was insanity.
I mean, we don't. There's not a single camera from that side of the field. This is the
Look
best
at
we got.
that catch!
Oh, Jordan with a great angle.
Oh, man. That is just cornerback and cameraman on the same page.
I'll tell you what. Right out of the gate, onside kick recovery, INT.
Julian Jones says, I am back.
35-7 game. It's been every bit of 7 scoring plays, 7 big plays. Quick strikes. Woods to Jordan. And the sophomore picks up the first down.
Chris Horan loved that interception by Julian Jones. I still can't get over it. I got one hand on you. He had one hand on the receiver, one hand pinned down, and then he somehow lefty snuck that. Oh, man, what an angle we had there. Nice job, Jordan.
2nd and short. Another quick throw out to the side.
And how about a first catch for Bobby Marshall? Nice job, 18. First down grab at that. As you can see right there, that's a heck of a shot. Great throw by Naeem Woods.
4 wide receivers. Powell in the backfield. 1st and 10 for Woods. Under 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Another look at the throw again to the left. He's being chased from behind. Is going to get to the outside and run with it. And he'll pick up a first down as he gets 11 yards running to the wide side of the field.
Nice job by Naeem Woods being decisive today. Nothing doing. Tuck it and run.
In the red zone, 1st and 10. Ball sitting at the 16-yard line. Bobby Marshall singled up all alone at the bottom of the screen. Woods looking that way. He's going to that back corner, and he's got Jordan Williams. And it was 2 receivers in the same spot as Bobby Marshall and Jordan Williams. Both went for that catch.
Oh, it was a good ball. Nice D, and there's a lot of guys in the same spot. That's true.
2nd and 10. Haven't seen Dejan Tyler Rhodes yet this drive. As the Cadets moving the ball in the air here in the third quarter. Once again to throw, and quickly at that. A little mustard on that ball from Naeem.
That was a little spicy.
And it's right away 3rd and 10. Naeem gets the play. Jordan Williams checking back in.
There's a trio of sophomores out to the left. All 3 receivers in the trips formation. Sophomore Cadets.
Jordan strides across the line of scrimmage. And he's the intended receiver, and he'll get out of bounds. But it'll bring up 4th down. It'll be 4th and short. The offense at the moment staying on the field. I don't see.
Oh, they're going to stay on the field.
Specials coming out. It's going to be a 4th down play. They can get a first down just outside the 5-yard line. Paul's at the 10. Powell in the backfield. Woods to throw. To the corner. Touchdown. Jordan Williams. No, not a touchdown. I thought it was calling it a touchdown. It's going to be at the inside the 1.
I was wondering about your 49-year-old vision, Ken.
No, he was well out. I messed that up. My bad. 1st and goal here, though, for the Cadets. He was wide open there on the boundary.
And some beef coming onto the field. Cooper Haran.
Boney.
Tariq Boney.
Little flip to Boney. He's going to get around into the end zone.
Oh, no. Are you serious with the late flag on a Boney touchdown?
Sir.
This is why I don't like officials.
This is not.
Can't do that to my man Boney. First touchdown on the offensive side of the ball. He had the game winner as a DN last week. It's just
He wants it again. He's staying on the field. He doesn't want to come off. And this is the worst. A 10-yard holding penalty from when you're sitting at the 1 is such a gut punch. And it's going to be 1st and goal from outside the 10.
taking a Boney touchdown away is a crime against humanity.
It is. It's the fun police are on the scene. Powell still the man in the backfield. That would have been, you would have called that the first run. I think it might have been technically a forward pass if you flipped it forward to Bone.
Yeah, there was a reception.
So that
I call it
once
a touch.
again, back to Jordan Williams, and he gets his hands on it, not able to bring it down.
Nice throw.
Great throw.
Nice sportsmanship there. I like that. Number 8, Cash Cunningham.
Cash Cunningham.
Competing all day long. Good coverage there.
Second and goal. As the Cadets are all pass on this drive.
Well, watch Boney keeping it again here.
Jordan Williams in motion. That would have been a pitch.
We got offsides, perhaps.
That's what they're going to call, and they blow the play dead. It's going to give 5 yards back to the offense. And it'll be second and goal. Just outside the 5-yard line, it'll be just a weird-looking drive here inside the red zone as the Cadets go up tempo, stay up tempo, really. Woods looking right. He's looking for Marshall. Intended receiver is covered. Ball kind of thrown away a little bit as he went through the back of the end zone.
Yeah, it was safe. He locked in right. There might have been a little miscommunication there.
Third and goal. 4 wide, Powell in the backfield, same formation to throw again. Once again, and a great pass breakup there.
Nice play.
We'll get you a number there. I think that was Aiden Foster. No relation to Aiden Fulton that we're aware of. It's going to be 4th and goal. Offense stays on. Powell continues to be the back. Cadets looking to establish an air game here in this drive. 4th down once again, and we got a we got a penalty on the outside. We'll see what the call is.
I believe you are right, though. It looked like holding from here.
That penalty will be declined. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Warriors stand strong here in the red zone and on the strength of a holding penalty, which pushed the Cadets off the goal line. Warriors take over on offense. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and they need some help. And I tell you what, we need some help. And we're going to be joined here in the third quarter. We have the real true star of the show. How are you doing today?
Fine.
There it is. There it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a seat.
Miss Lisa Harrison and Miss Ty Williams. We have.
How are you guys doing?
We're great. We're great. How are you?
Fantastic.
We brought you ladies in. Come sit down here.
You guys get a chance to see what we get to see. In the shade, up here from the booth, we got Miss Williams and Miss Harrison. First of all, thank you guys so much. Well, we want to make sure we did see that had a little injury on the first half. Is everything okay? We just taking care of him.
Yes, he's just going to take a break before the conference.
Good. That's what we like to hear. We always want to. The kids get taken care of so well here by this staff. And I know that we always say the other teams are so lucky to be here too, because in times when the other team, if they've had injuries, they've had stuff going on. Thank goodness it was here and not somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yes.
But as team moms, this is something obviously is one of the things that we care a lot about. But you guys have been working all day long. This day start. What time did this day start?
Usually we start at 7. 7:30.
Oh.
Sometimes 6 o'clock, depending on what time the game is. And we get in there and we get breakfast started. We cook. We actually cook breakfast.
Come on, here on site.
We have full access to the kitchen, and we get in there and we cook just like we're home.
Oh, come on! What was today?
Oh, you want the menu?
Yeah, I want to know. What do we go?
Pancakes.
Chocolate chip pancakes?
They have chocolate chip pancakes, regular pancakes, bacon, sausage,
Cheesy eggs,
Oh,
regular
come
eggs.
on!
grits. They get their fill.
They get their fill. It's going to be 3rd and long here as the St. John's defense is trying to get the ball back after a turnover on downs, 35-7. I know before we get into the conference play, some of these games, especially with these opponents, people are unfamiliar with each other. The games get kind of choppy, no real feel or flow. And even though we're watching the St. John's Cadets be up big on the game, there's a lot of stoppages of play. Thankfully, not too many injuries.
Right.
But when you guys get a chance to actually switch modes and cheer these guys on, what are you looking for here in the second half as the Warriors look to go deep to Jabari Cox? Miscommunication with the quarterback, and it's going to be a flag, and we'll see who it's on. St. John's is saying that it's on St. Michael, and that'll bring up 4th down from deep. And I think that St. Michael will actually have to bring on the punt team for this one. They don't like to punt, especially when you're down 35-7. You don't want to be giving that ball away.
Yeah, we just want the defense to keep doing what they're doing, hold the game where it is. Don't let them score again.
That's right. Maybe get another touchdown to get that running clock moving.
Exactly.
I know I hear a lot of parents are always happy about a running clock on a Saturday
right.
afternoon, especially when we've been cooking since 7 or earlier.
Yes, we're ready to go.
We Kevin and I and T, we've always talked about how high school sports, we grew up playing in this conference and we grew up, being high school athletes, but how much work is on the parents. You know, and as parents of high school kids now, understanding what our parents did, you know, when we went to school and we were playing on these teams, the not just getting to school every day and getting picked up from school. You got practice, you got workouts, summer work, the whole 9 yards. First of all, you know, hats off to you guys, not just for the work you guys do here, as you know, in your official capacity, but you know, these boys, they don't get to this point without parents being invested in them in all facets, right?
Right.
So, you know, and you guys both seniors, right?
Yes.
Both seniors. So you're on the outside, you know, kind of on the end of that, right, at least with these two players.
Yes,
how is that?
They're driving themselves now.
Yeah,
like,
so
we're just shocked because Drew has like an hour 15 commute.
Both of them do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, again, with the commitment that families put in to get their kids on the field for these teams, as we got a handoff there. Nico Phillips, the freshman running back, he's getting some play, and it looks like the ball got on the ground, and once again, I believe we have another turnover as it'll be Warriors ball, and this game is gone a bit wacky as there's been three. We had a turnover on downs, we had an interception, a punt, and now a fumble to get things started here in the third quarter. Again, just a weird feel. We need to get back into the DeMattas and the Gonzagas. Everyone knows everyone. We know we got coming at us, all of it. So I always, you know, you guys. I saw that you guys were going to be on it, and saw that you guys both have seniors. So I had to ask you guys because we the pandemic, which we are thankfully and thank goodness well beyond. We talk about being teen moms and being parents of athletes now, and it's not easy, and it's a lot going on. But when I think about what the parents were asked to do for kids to play sports during and coming out of that pandemic, it was shocking. I mean, it was another whole job. It was more of a job than it is even now. It felt like it was so. Every family was kind of like their own kind of, you know, independent organization, and figuring out a way where's practice going to be today. Is it specials? Is it offense? Where are we here? Are we there? What time? I mean, it was. I couldn't believe it, and I couldn't. And clearly, the work that you guys did during that is paying off now, as they get, you know, and thank goodness they're able to be in school, in a classroom with their peers.
Well, the teams that they played on during the pandemic, it was almost like it wasn't.
Yeah, because we were Maryland, and where we lived, they weren't doing football.
That's right.
So we traveled to Delaware and Pennsylvania every weekend.
Oh.
Florida, like 3 times.
That's right. Leonardtown, we played down in Riken a couple of times.
Yes.
I remember that. Oh man! Well, you know, it's a funny experience. By the way, our main man, the freshman Niambi, got his 5th sack. He's having himself a day, and we know he's doing it on the strength of Tariq and some of these other guys who are drawing a lot of attention. Number 32, getting right in there. These whistles are just blowing so quickly. My goodness. Yeah. So, are Drew and Jordan your youngest?
Youngest.
So this is it.
That's
Yes.
it.
Yeah. So okay. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
And are you enjoying? Is there a special level of enjoyment happening for this year because of that, or is your head down? You're in the thick of it all the way right now. It's.
I was going to try to pull back this year, but I can't. I'm not allowed to, so I'm still business as usual. I'm going to see it all the way to the end of the season.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's just mixed feelings for me.
Yeah.
It's very mixed.
Hey, I just dropped my first kid off at college a month ago. I'm a wreck. I don't know how people do it. You know, it's like it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't looking forward to it. I'm happy that he gets to go to college. I'm a little bit jealous, if we're being honest. But I thought we were supposed to live together forever. You know, don't get me emotional, Ty. Don't get me emotional, Ty. You're sitting right in there next to me. You're trying to get me emotional.
Wait, are you guys crying?
I feel like we're on like a talk show or something, and I'm getting all. It's like, what's happening here? I don't know, Kevin.
It's
We might need some.
okay. Are you crying?
Oh, I'm getting. This is tough for me, guys.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, here comes the punt, and it's going to be a fair catch. And St. John's offense will get another crack at that touchdown that'll change the way the rest of the game goes from a time perspective. We'll get there when we get there. So what's next? What are we looking forward to close? I mean, obviously on the field we got the WCAC season and the playoffs coming up. For you guys, what are your mile markers here for the next month or two?
Just finishing school strong.
Yep.
Graduation.
That's right.
And dropping them off.
Off to college.
Oh, guys, yeah, you're like, hey, see ya. You know, like, hey, good luck. You know, I love you guys like sons, but, you know, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. But that's awesome. I just want to say, as a parent of a kid and having been a son of a mom who just seemed like she was working 10 jobs, thank you guys so much. This stuff doesn't happen without you guys.
Right.
And we know it.
Mm-hmm.
As tired as we get, the love of it is for the kids. You know,
Yeah.
we want to make sure we do it for the guys. We make sure they're taken care of, and we're tired.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's what keeps us going.
Okay.
You know, that's what keeps us going is that because they look forward to the breakfasts, they look forward to the tailgates, they look forward to the parents pumping them up on the sideline. So,
And as much as we fuss, we're going to miss it.
yes.
We're
Of
gonna
course.
Stop. You're making
you're
him
getting-
tear
I'm
up.
getting-
You're making him get choked up.
She did that on purpose. She's like, I don't know what's happening over here. Oh, man. And we'll get young man from St. Michael, 10-2. We're in prime cramp season at this point. We hope that's all that it is because that field gets nice and hot down there. And there we are. We're hanging. There's Kevin, and he's security. Also, he's like my emotional support for this segment because apparently I didn't know it was going to be this hard. But Ty, you're kind of killing me here.
I'm sorry.
Oh man. So you guys, you're playing out the string. You're going to miss it when it's over. Let me ask you guys this. Both of your sons are exceptional players.
Thank you.
What are their
Yes, thank
what are their memories? What are they trying to get out of this? Get out of not just this season, but their senior year at St. John's. I just had a son that went through it. It's a special year, and it's so much more than just pads and a helmet. Obviously, for your boys, it's a big part of it. But coming out of this school, what does that mean? To you and your family to have kids walking across that stage.
We're very proud. The network is outstanding. Brotherhood.
Yep.
Like they'll have these kids in their lives forever. So
Mm-hmm. They've made friends for
it's-
life, so.
it's great.
We look forward to seeing them coming on back. I know we'll lose them for a few years as they'll be playing somewhere else on Saturdays. But at some point we'll get them back and we'll have them sit down here and they'll talk about how much they miss cheesy eggs and chocolate chip pancakes in the morning.
They request this stuff on the weekends that they don't play and they have their friends over.
Mm-hmm.
They ask us, can we make the breakfast that we make for them during football season?
And
guess what? We're in there making
I
chocolate chip
knew it.
pancakes.
I knew it. They're no dummies. They know.
Duplicating the whole breakfast.
Especially the youngest. You tell me they're your youngest. I know they're getting away with some stuff. On the way out. The last one, they always do. My youngest sibling, I thought they got raised by a separate set of parents. they didn't get raised the way I did as the oldest. And I'm trying not to do that with my youngest, but my son knows. He's the oldest. My youngest is a daughter. She runs the place as I think is the way it's supposed to be.
You wait till she leaves.
Oh, Ty! For goodness sake, I'm running out of tissues over here. It's gonna get crazy. Well, you guys, I appreciate your time. You have an open invitation. Anytime you want to come on, chat with us about anything, you can see us. You know where we're going to be. And if there's anything we can do for you, if you want us to promote anything, or if we can just be of any help, that's what we're here for. And I can tell you what. I mean, you don't want me messing with the chicken or the pancakes, but I'm an egg guy. I can get you some cheesy
Okay.
eggs. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
We're going to record you in the kitchen.
There you go. There you go. Well, thank you guys so much for everything. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Before I go,
Yeah,
I
what
want
do
to
you got?
give a shout out to one of Jordan's biggest fans, his grandmother in North Carolina, Miss Olivia Carter.
Okay.
Hey, Ma.
That's what I'm talking about. What does he call her?
Nana.
Nana? Okay.
and Drew's grandparents tuned in, I'm sure, and his honorary grandmother,
Okay.
Arlene, has a whole fit every week watching you all.
Hopefully not because of anything we did.
No, she love it.
Okay,
She love
good.
it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, this was kind of fun.
No. That's what I'm telling you.
It's kind of fun.
Why do you think we come? We get the best seats in the house. They throw some shade on top of us. We got some hot dogs. What else do you want in
Just
life?
let me know if you need a cameo every so often. I'll stop by.
You are the star of the show, Miss Lisa. And I'm sure this was the first day someone told you that. So you guys are always welcome to join in, and we appreciate you guys.
You guys do a great job.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, thank you.
All
You all
righty.
do a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. Day picking his way up the right sidelines, and he is going to have first down yardage. It won't be first and goal. It'll be first down at the 12 as Kevin Ricca checks back in. We had some fun there. There's not a football team worth its weight in sweat that can do it without parents and most notably moms who care.
When I asked Miss Lisa this morning if she would join us today, she was pushing a grill with one hand and dragging a wagon filled with all the dishes, plates, spatulas, and anything else in a full sweat at 8:45.
Oh, wow.
So, that was like 2 days ago, it feels like. An amazing couple of ladies. It was an honor to have them on. As the freshman quarterback
in the end zone.
A first touchdown ever
Ryland
at
Williams?
the varsity level for Ryland Williams, whose mom is being groomed to take over as the next leader.
Come on.
Lisa Harrison's understudy. Perfect timing there for Ryland to get his first 6. Congratulations, young man. That was a very cool interview, but Ken, I leave for 5 minutes. I come back, and there's a puddle of tears right in front of you.
It got
What's going
super
on?
emotional. I'm telling you, it's a whole different vibe when you're talking to the team moms, and then next thing you know, my guard was down. I was sharing about. I was
listening. There was a lot. There was a lot. There was a lot of stories. There was a lot of sharing.
And with this point, goes through, and that should set the clock in motion as that's a 35-point lead.
Nolan Stringer, 6 for 6 today with extra points. Nice job. Special teams, like we talked about earlier, starting to sharpen up.
And the clock will run now. And there's number 71, and he knows what's up.
Jordan Harrison said, listen, we got my mom on. We're talking about my grandma. How about me? What about I'm out here bulldozing lanes for these guys that I believe St. John's has well over 300 yards rushing on the afternoon, and we are only in the third quarter. Must be those chocolate chip pancakes.
I was going to say.
It's got to be.
Next time I see him, I'll be like, I know your secret. It's cheesy eggs and chocolate chip pancakes. Don't act like I don't know. Coach Bird will find ways to get players up and down the sidelines involved in the rest of this game. Nolan Stringer set to kick off here. Clock in motion, approaching 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ball fielded at the 5-yard line. And a couple of shook tackles there.
Eli Jacques on the first guy down. He's been the first guy down many times today on kickoff team. Starting cornerback, excellent player, but I love seeing that effort on specials. He's been doing that all day long, and once again, getting his name in the tackle column. Yeah, Coach Bird's like, all right, we need a sack here. Get Niambi in there. Let's go. See if we can get a half dozen. I mean,
I'm trying to think. I know Arakpo had a day of 4. Kerrigan had a day of 4 or 5. I think Max Crosby had a 5 or 6. I'm trying to think of somebody who had that many sacks that I know about. I mean, you figure you would have heard about it and known about it. People are going to know about this one.
Oh, this will be talked about.
First and 10. Quick throw. Underneath. And
Derek Thomas with 7. That's the all-timer, Ken.
Derek Thomas, that's right.
Yep. If it wasn't for this running clock, Scott Nyambi might have that opportunity today.
That's true.
The 7-piece, that's a season.
I mean, Tinin and Ampofa still putting in some serious work, and you can't ignore 44 at the other end of the line.
No,
it's a great place for Nyambi to be today.
A 5-man line here, and that's the result.
And there's the sack, and that's going to be – and then that's going to be a roster number that we don't currently have. So that looks like another player that got called up or changed his number before the game.
Sometimes different uniforms don't have certain numbers, and these guys got to switch it up. And sometimes they forgot to tell guys like you and I we're a little bit lower on the totem pole than then obviously the guys on the field. We don't need all that info. We're supposed to.
Of this game, St. Michael the Archangel, the Warriors from Fredericksburg. That's one of those scenarios where there's no question. Obviously, the outcome's not in question. Obviously, St. John's has dominated this game. But the St. Michael the Archangel Warriors, they've put a couple plays together that make you think that this. I mean, it's a scoreboard drubbing, but they've had some big-time plays. And really, St. John's has had some lightning strikes of their own. There hasn't been a lot else.
No, and I tell you right now, I'm a fan of these guys. The amount of guys playing both ways on that other sidelines against a team of St. John's physical capabilities, that's not for it's not for cowards to come out here and do that. So many of these kids on both sides of the ball competing. 26 guys I counted in pregame. I mean, that's just heart and soul, and that's grit. That's old school football in my book. I appreciate that, and I appreciate how these kids are out here fighting today. There's just sometimes you don't have as many studs as the other team, and that's evident today. But the kids that are out here giving it everything they got, they've earned my respect. I love that. I love the way they play, and it looks like now we're going to start to get some different guys into the game on both sides of the ball a little bit. Yeah,
the coach from Fredericksburg, I mean, he comes in, really excited. 8 freshmen in their program this year, and that's a big deal because, it's a small school, and they're kind of growing this program to be able to get 8 to 10 guys from each class on an annual basis is a big deal as, once again, a quick throw to the boundary results in 3rd down and about 4 or 5 yards. And by hook or crook, this game will end in 11 minutes and 45 seconds.
Hook or crook?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Remember by hook or crook?
I don't.
It's one or the other. It's an either-or situation.
Got it.
Third and short, 2-down territory for the Warriors. Once again, quarterback steps up, and
number
there he
6,
is, the Amby.
A half a dozen.
He's got
half a dozen.
The 6-pack.
Go get a Derek Thomas on this play. Why not?
Now, let me ask you this, Kev. Obviously, this isn't the playoffs. It's not Gonzaga or DeMatha or Good Counsel or McNamara. It's October. Do the coaches know, and B, are they going for it?
He just came out.
I saw.
So that tells me that possibly not.
Okay.
On 4th and long, but he could probably use a rest with all the work he's been doing today.
He is a tired young man. Here comes the blitz. And I love the throw. The throw landed inbounds.
Yeah.
It was on the sidelines. Good coverage there as Deontay Johnson was kind of cordoned off there. The defender, Eli Jacques, was able to use the sidelines as a –
That's textbook coverage. And I like they're going to hand check, and I like an official that lets the kids play. There was nothing that impeded him from making that catch on either side. Nice defense, Eli.
1st and 10. Ryland coming back out here under center.
All right, we got some names. Some
new offensive linemen. You cover those. Powell with the handoff over the right side, and he gets to galloping. We got a flag behind him, and he's going to ride the sidelines up. Likely coming back.
Number 61, freshman Kyrie Downer. Has entered the game. Number 52, Will Harper.
There's Will.
Along with Patrick Voke. Looks like sophomore Derek Williams.
Tommy Chicante out there.
He's been out there
right
almost.
side.
He's been
Yeah,
out there a lot today.
Yeah. First and 20. Powell pointing upfield, head of steam, and he gets everything back. It'll set up a second and short, about a 2nd and 3 here. It's just, we've seen so many different ways. You know, Jamar Curtis most recently, and the manner in which he ran. We've seen the Colbys and the baby buses of the world. Powell has his own style. He comes through. He looks like an Olympic sprinter with those strides.
Slasher. He's got that slasher style, yes.
And tough at the point of contact. There's a timeout on the field. There's the Warrior on the ground there at the 30, but once you get to this moving clock, it's tough. You don't fault teams for dropping a timeout in this heat.
Connor Musson is out there as well, number 84, yes. I'm just trying to make sure I can
we want to
say.
get those. Kicker punter getting some run.
And he's played receiver as well. Scratch that.
Got you.
Yep.
All right, 2nd and short. Clock running again. Powell stays in the game.
And there's a reason for that. He's going to get this carry.
Tyreek. Defensive line for St. Michael. Holding up there on a interior run. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 as they drop Powell for a loss, or actually tag him for a loss. I don't think he actually ever hit the deck.
St. John's going 4 wide here with Tariq Powell in the backfield. Trips right, lone left.
And Tyreek
And
gets
that's
the
a first down.
As he carries a couple would-be tacklers.
Nice
over
job
the line of game.
up front of this new group coming out here, creating some space for Tyreek to do his thing.
Day gets some. He's fresh. How fair is that? Halfway through the 4th quarter, you bring a guy who's had
200
all the yards and he's well rested. And here's his shot. He gets around the right side, and he gets his body behind the shoulder pads and fights his way inside the 20.
And we have a quick hold, the anticipation of the hold. It was, I watched it clearly. It was like, it was just a little itchy on the trigger finger for me.
It's going to be 1st and 20. These running backs are getting these yards twice on this drive.
I did see some jersey grabbing, so I can't argue with that one. If your jersey's being pulled one way and the running back is going the other, I do believe you should call that.
Rylan Williams hands it off to Day. And he tumbles forward for a gain of 8. Bentley Wheeler the sophomore linebacker, in on the tackle.
Bentley Wheeler, man, he's first 3 games he had over 40 tackles, 8 tackles for a loss. Last week, 2 weeks ago, 11 tackles, 4 sacks, and a pass breakup. That's a good day at the office for the sophomore.
Freshman looks to throw, targeting Jake Ricca at the 35-yard line. Pass broken up. I believe that was C.J. Lovelace on the breakup. It'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and about 12. Pout with the fake, faked out the wide receivers. As they were, I think we all watched. That was just a good fake. And Rylan Williams, he's been working on that fake all summer. He faked out his own receiver. Is what we're saying happened.
Well, this is the time of the game when a lot of these guys are getting some great experience. There's going to be a couple little bumps in the road when this happens. But 4th down and 13, and they're leaving the offense out there.
Round to throw. Quickly to the seam route. Jake Ricca thrown behind him, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And with 3.5 minutes to go, the Warriors will get another crack here on offense.
All right, we got, I'm seeing number 40, Joey Finnegan, the senior defensive end, checking into the game. What do we got here?
Dean Pankey, the sophomore. DB. Quick one out to Jabari Cox. He shakes a couple of tackles, stays alive, continues to stay alive.
This kid's tough as nails.
He's fun to watch. And I got to believe we'll hear his name again.
Chase Mayhew checking in.
Under 2.5 here. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. On the move. Out to the boundary. We don't have a name for that number 81. I believe it's a freshman, but I'm not sure. It's going to be 2nd and 12 here for the Warriors.
You just got that gut feeling?
I just got that gut feeling.
That's a freshman.
No signs of Niambi. Wouldn't be doing my announcer job if I didn't say that. Here goes the throw.
That's great coverage. That's a coverage sack. Almost what a play by the freshman.
How is he still alive? We got a flag at the very end of the play. They might get Charlie Bogu up for a roughing the passer, but I tell you, this quarterback kept himself alive.
Yes, he did. I got lost in the wash here.
Thought he was down there.
Yes, that's when I thought he was down. And then look at that awareness.
Back foot gets it up the sideline.
Cool.
And he actually they had a chance to complete this play. It's going to be a roughing the passer.
I'm going to tell you, that's elite footwork for a freshman. That's just natural ability. And he's got some serious talent the way he throws the ball.
Under a minute here to go. 1st and 10 again here for the Warriors. And another step up in the pocket. And this time, it's not there for him. The pocket collapses around him. It will be a sack.
Look at that. Joey Finnegan. Joey Finnegan.
There he is.
With the sack. Nice job, senior.
And there's a player down. They will stop the clock for that.
He got up, though. He is off his knees.
It's the end of a long day for a bunch of guys from Fredericksburg who've played the majority of the snaps of this game.
Yeah, that's facts.
Against a tough St. John's roster. And they're going to get a flag here, and those came out great, and I believe this is going to go on the coach. We don't have him mic'd up today, and I'm guessing we probably are going to end up thanking ourselves for that. It's going to be a dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the coach. That'll back them up. And they're going to ask that coach to kindly maybe step away from the sidelines. We'll get this 36-second clock working again.
All right, let's go. We got a couple plays left here. Let's not. I get it. It's a frustrating day. This is a frustrating team to play against. We're all tired. I feel like I played in the game today.
Yeah, it's been a long day for everyone involved.
Well, you have been on an emotional roller coaster this afternoon.
Been all over the place. Miss Ty, Miss Lisa.
That was fun. Those are some really, really awesome ladies. It's been very cool getting to know them as a younger. I'm a parent of a younger player in the program. But I'm just telling you, man, chocolate chip pancakes, cheesy eggs, and grits. Like, why would the kids want to eat at home anymore?
I got some eligibility left. I think I need to get out there. I can eat chocolate chip pancakes. I know that.
I can't wait to watch you out there. I'm going to follow you on training camp with a camera.
Cheesy eggs all day. Direct snap to the.
Oh, he's got some juice, this kid.
Jabari Cox.
I don't remember one time when one guy tackled him. His legs or his lower half, he is just. They're going to snap it to him again and see if he can squeeze through.
And I love it. Give it to him again. Let him go.
Oh, he went around this time.
He's got some space to run.
Trick. And nice tackle after I just said. I mean, that's how you got to do it right there. Who was that?
That was Dean Pankey.
Nice job,
sophomore.
Dean Pankey. Nice tackle in open space. That's getting it done.
And on behalf of Kevin and Kylie and all the crew here at St. John's, 42-7 is your final. Cadets on top. Bye week next week. WCAC season starts in earnest for the Cadets. In 2 weeks, we will see you then. Until then, I'm Ken Meringolo. Have a great week.